Well, happy Monday once again, everyone. Bryan Devore with Devore Realty Group with the Monday Market Moment. And today we're going to answer the question, what pictures should sell right now? And we'll explain that in just a couple minutes. Let's first talk about the market, and then we'll get into that topic. And yes, it is related to the Padres. But first, the totals. Right now, we have 4,553 homes for sale throughout San Diego County. It's a slight increase of 10 from last week. The median list price, $875. Average days on market, 47. Pending sales, 2,122. It's a drop of 29 from last week. Median list price, $760,000. The average days on market, 34. Months of inventory, slight increase from last week. We're at 2.3 months of inventory. We're still under 3 months, which is still considered to be a seller's market, but we are going in the direction towards a more balanced market. This chart shows the total actives and the total pendings. Total actives hovering around the same as last week, pendings going down, so demand continues to go down as interest rates continue to climb. Since last week, we saw 693 homes come on the market last week. That is a drop of 66 from last week, so almost 10% fewer homes came on the market last week than the week before. Typical for this time of year, as we start getting into the holidays, we start seeing inventory decreasing. Median list price, $849,900. New pendings, 364, also a drop of 36 from last week. Median list price, $734,500. Average days on market, 29. New pendings listed within the last week, 13. So 4% of homes sold in 1 week that went into escrow last week. New pendings listed within the last 2 weeks, 108. So about 30% of the homes that went into escrow in the last week were on the market for 2 weeks or less. Since last week, we saw 343 homes close escrow, slight drop of 2 from last week. The median list price, $799,900. Median sales price, $800,000. So by $100, the median sales price was just up a little bit over the median list price. Average days on market, 26, a drop of a day since last week. The least expensive home was in Oceanside, $140,000. The most expensive sale was in Rancho Santa Fe, $6,700,000. This chart shows the new actives, the new pendings, and the new solds. We can see a drop of new actives, the lowest it's been in probably about 2-3 months. New pendings, another somewhat large drop, but about the same as it was a few weeks ago. And the closed sales, about the same as last week, still dropped or still lower than it had been the weeks before that. Median list price and sales price chart showing hovering around the same, so we're not seeing dramatic price drops across the board on the median. So here is the HomeDex report that's provided by the North San Diego County Association of Realtors. These are sales for the month of September. And actually total stats for the month of September. You can see new listings, and I like to show this because it compares 2020 to 2021 to 2022. You can see the huge drop in the new listings that came on the market September of this year versus last year and the year before. Almost half as many homes came on the market last month as a couple years ago. That's for single family detached. Now, single family attached, not as much of a drop, just a little bit lower than a couple years ago. Year to date, you can see we're still off of last year, but not that much off from the year before that. Pending sales, another big drop, mostly in the single family home category, 590, huge drop from 1,039 from last year and 1,458 from the year before for single family detached. Single family attached, not as much of a drop. Year to date, we can see those numbers as well. Closed sales, again, big drop in the single family home, not as big of a drop in the attached home. So attached properties are faring a little bit better than single family homes. Year to date numbers, we can see those as well. Days on market, those are higher. And in fact, higher for single family homes and attached homes over the last couple of years and year to date. Actually, year to date, we're lower than we were a couple of years ago, but partially because that's when the pandemic hit and we were seeing higher market times back then. This is the big one we look at, and because of the fact that prices are still holding firm or somewhat down, but interest rates are doubled versus what they were earlier this year. The home affordability index is taking a big beating. Single family homes, 28 compared to 41, compared to 51, 42 for attached homes versus 63 and 74. Year-to-date numbers down as well. We got the big problem with home affordability in San Diego. rates are going to have to come down, or prices are going to have to come down, or a combination of the two for affordability to get better. Okay, so we know what happened with the Padres. Unfortunately, they did not win the National League Championship Series, so they're going home. We need more pitching in order to compete against other teams in the National League, and if we're ever going to win the World Series. So we need pitchers from other teams. So what pitchers from other teams should plan on selling their homes and moving to San Diego? Well, who are the free agents that are available? Let's take a look. Well, Carlos Rodon is one of the best pitchers out there. He has an opt-out clause in his contract, so maybe he should look at selling his home, moving to San Diego. Aaron Nola, yeah, we just faced Aaron Nola. It's the only game we won in this series. We beat Aaron Nola. He has a club option, so he may not want to necessarily sell his home because the club may decide to keep him. Jacob deGrom, great pitcher with the Mets. We did beat him. That was kind of cool. He has an opt-out clause in his contract, so he can leave if he wants to. Clayton Kershaw, another guy that we don't like playing. He's with the Dodgers, but he is a full free agent, so he can go wherever he wants to. He's not the pitcher he used to be, but he's still 35 years old. We could use him, I think, certainly as a top pitcher on our staff. But number one, I think on my list is Justin Verlander. He's still pitching for the Astros. He's still pitching strong. He's still throwing 100 miles an hour. He has a player option, so he can leave his team. That's his home in Jupiter, Florida. It's over 4,000 square feet. Justin, you may want to put that home on the market. Please join us in San Diego. We could really use you next year. That's it for this week's Monday Market Moment. Don't forget to scan that QR code to track your home's value. Visit my website for all kinds of good information. Go to my YouTube channel and get the latest tips and tricks on real estate. And I look forward to seeing you next Monday on the next Monday Market Moment. Have a great day and a great week.